Hey everybody, Mr. Beltran here. Gonna go over the 12 Days of Fitness, part 2. Alright, if you have not done part 1 yet, okay, you're gonna wanna go ahead and do that first. So go ahead and stop the video and go back and do part 1 first. That way you kind of get the idea of what we're doing here. Okay, so on part 2 we're gonna add on, we're gonna do 6 more new exercises, but we're also gonna add it to the first ones that we already learned in the previous one. Okay, so that's why it's important that you know how to do those. Alright. Again, you're going to need a little bit of space. If you want to hold something in your hands to make it a little bit more challenging, I got my 2 cans of tomatoes right here. Okay, it can be cans, any kind of cans that you have at home. It can be something else like books, toys, something about this size that you can hold in your hands pretty easily that has a little bit of weight, not too heavy, you don't want to be too heavy, but to make it a little bit more challenging, you can have something to hold, just like I'm holding here, okay? If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can just make some fists and squeeze those fists really tight during some of the exercises where you would be holding cans otherwise, okay? Again, whatever it is you're using, make sure it's safe, make sure it's okay with the adult in your house, whether that's your mom, your dad, a grandma, grandpa, whoever it is that is at home with you, to make sure that it's okay for you to use that, okay? I'm going to go over the exercises, the new exercises, the 6 new exercises, okay, first, and then we'll get into the workout, all right? Just like last time, if it's going too fast for you, you can always pause the video so that you have a little chance to catch up and then play again. Or, you know, if you're not, you can always just start it over from the beginning and catch up to whatever you missed the first time around, okay? So, exercise number 7. All right, because remember we already did 1 through 6 in part 1. Exercise number 7 are going to be tricep extensions. All right, we're going to pretend like we're doing a ski jump. If you've ever seen a ski jump before, a person is skiing down this big ramp, and at the very end of the ramp it kind of curves up, and they jump off the end of the ramp and they try to see how far they're going. Now, obviously, we're not going to be skiing anywhere. We're not going to be jumping anywhere. But at the very end, as they're coming down and they're jumping, you will see that they take their arms and they swing them back to try to help them get as far as possible. Okay, those are kind of like tricep extensions. So what we're going to do, you can use those cans if you want to. Again, if you don't want to, you can hold, make fists. Okay, you're going to bend forward just a little bit. Okay, try to keep your back straight. Okay, you don't want it to be rounded like this. You want it to be nice and straight. You want your elbows up. Okay, arms bent, but my elbows up. So I don't want them down here. I want them up as high as I can. And all I'm going to do is make my elbows straight. Okay? That's a tricep extension. If you have those cans or if you're holding something, it's the same thing. Okay, keep that back nice and straight. You're going to bend over just a little bit. Elbows back. Okay? And then straighten those elbows out. Okay? That's a tricep extension. So that's the first exercise. Alright? The next exercise, number 8, it's going to be mountain climbers. Alright? We're going to pretend like we're pulling a sled up a hill. Okay, if you've ever pulled a sled up a hill, sometimes it gets kind of tired. Okay, you want to get real low when you do these. So we're going to pretend like we're doing a mountain climb. I'm going to show you a couple ways. First way you can do is you can use a chair. And you can put your hands on a chair and your legs are straight back. And you're going to lift your knee on one leg up and then the other one. Okay? See, pretending like you're climbing up that mountain. Alright? If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, don't use the chair. We're going to put our hands straight on the ground, kind of like you're in a push-up position, and you're going to bring that knee up, and then the other knee, okay? So those are mountain climbers. That one we're going to be doing 8 of those, okay? Like we're pulling that sled up the hill. Number 9, we're going to do front raises, okay? We're going to pretend like we're pouring some cocoa, some hot cocoa on a winter day. It's real cold. Pretending like you're holding a pot of some hot cocoa. You're going to lift your arms up and pour it out. Okay, lift your arms up, pour it out. Making those fists a little more challenging. Holding those cans, pour them out. Okay, those are front raises. Like we're pouring some hot cocoa. That one we are doing 9 of those. Okay, after that, we're going to do 10. Exercise 10. I call them switches. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have, doesn't matter which one, we're going to have one arm in front, one leg in front, one leg in back, the opposite arm in front, and the opposite arm in back. Okay, so this is my left leg, right arm in the front, right leg, left arm in the back. Okay, and then when I jump, I'm going to switch them. Now some of you might have seen this before, maybe you've even done it before. This is similar to cross-country skiing, okay? In cross-country skiing, you have your skis and you have your poles, but instead of going down a mountain or down a hill, you're on a flat ground. And then you have to swing your arms and legs side to side, back and forth like this as you're moving to get your body to move along the snow. Okay, so it's like cross-country skiing. I call those switches because you're switching your arms and your legs. Okay, we're going to do 10 of those. Again, I want to make it a little more challenging. Hold those cans as you're doing it. Okay? If you're not holding the cans, we're making those fists. Okay? After that, we're going to number 11, which is going to be some jumping jacks. We're going to pretend like we're making snow angels. When you're on making a snow angel, you're usually lying down on the ground and you swing your arms and legs open and close on the ground. Kind of looks like a jumping jack. But we're going to do it standing up to make it a little bit more challenging. Okay, so I'm going to have my arms and legs together. I'm going to jump, open my legs, swing my arms over my head, and back down together. Okay? Just like that. Jumping jacks or snow angels. We're going to pretend we're snow angels today. All right? We're going to do those 11 times. And then the last exercise, the 12th exercise we're going to do are alternating rows. And what that's going to be is like we're going to pretend like we're trying to start a fire. Okay? Now, if you've ever seen, or maybe you've done it before, where you're trying to start a fire and you have to rub those sticks together, okay? We're going to do something similar. Not exactly the same, but similar. Okay? I'm going to bend over. Again, try to keep that back as flat as you can. You don't want it to be rounded like this. You want it to be nice and straight. Okay? You can bend your knees a tiny bit. You're going to have your hands out here, make those fists, and then we're going to bring one arm back, then the other arm back. Now you don't want to twist your body. You want to keep your body facing forward. All I'm doing is moving my arms. One, back and forth. Okay? Kind of like you're trying to start that fire. Make it a little bit more challenging. Take your cans out. And we're going to do it with the cans. Alright, so now you know all the exercises. Now we're going to start them all